Yeah, hi, hello all, good morning. Yeah, just a minute, let me unmute you all. Yeah,
Good morning, Achyut.
Good morning,
yeah,
Ajit.
Good morning,
yeah,
Ajit.
morning. Okay, so in yesterday class we have seen uh, basic SQL part actually, and we seen that structure of the Azure. So now let us continue same thing. So yesterday we seen that especially Azure structure, if you see hierarchy, uh, we are going to have a Azure account. So you can log in with username and password that you can call as a Microsoft Entra ID, because this terminology we'll see in many places actually. So don't think that that is something new. Okay. Your account details only. And then under one Azure, under one account, you are going to have multiple subscriptions. So that depends basing on your requirement. You can create multiple actually. So for each subscription, billing is different. So under one subscription, you can create multiple resource groups actually. So as name implies, resource group. So you are grouping something that is nothing but resources or services of the Azure. So that this set of resources you are using for some particular purpose. So you are going to have some easily recognition. So that's what actually. So in general, how you can utilize these resources groups is actually like a dev UAT prod environment. So that basing on our requirement, you can use them actually. So this is the hierarchy. So whatever we discussed, let us try to feel that. Let us try to see in the portal also. Okay. So let me share you the portal screen. So here, if you see, this is the portal. Now this is my Microsoft Android. Now when you under this, suppose if I try to show you subscriptions, so you can see I already have one subscription which is actually pay as you go. So this is my subscription. If you click on this, you can see that. Okay. So you can see its information and billing, all whatever is happening. Okay. You can create new subscriptions also. So that's what here you can see. So this is existing one. You can create a new one. So multiple subscriptions you can create. So subscription is also ready for us. Even for you also, you cannot create, you can create one more, but that should be pay as you go. Okay. So paid subscription. So for you, it might be free subscription like you can see actually in your list also. And under that, let us try to create today resource group actually. That's all. So that's all the discussion from the Azure side. So let us try to create a resource group. Then tomorrow we will see some other resource. But anyhow, you no need to hurry to create the account actually, as I told you. Next week after Monday morning class is completed, then only you go for the account creation, because you have only 30 days free trial. So you have to utilize every day very consciously. So that's why you no need to create the account. So this week I'm just introducing the portal and few basic things. So go to the home. Always you see it's very simple. You are going to create many resources in the upcoming days. So if anything you want to create, come here, or you can go to the more services, identify where it is there, and if you can create it, or you can search here what you want to create. So here I want to create a resource group. So you can see there is a resource group option. So click on this. So I have many resource groups already created for different batches or for my own experiments or for my own works. Okay. We are going to create a new one. So you see, very simple. You are going to create a many resources as I told. And whenever you come to any specific resource, any specific service, if you want to create, window is almost like this only. Okay. and you will have very firstly create option. So new one you want to create, new service you want to create. Suppose I already have a SQL server. I want to create one more SQL server. So click on create. That's all simple. So I want to create a new resource group. So click on create. So very simple, nothing is there. And you see now, simple. Even this window is also almost same. Basing on the resource type, you are going to have some more options here, but window is almost like this only. So what you have here, you can see, you may have multiple subscriptions. So select which is under which subscription you are creating this resource group. So we have only one. Now resource group name you are going to give here. So always try to follow some convention. So some naming conventions also matter for us. So always try to give your client name and then project name and then environment and then so what some try to follow some hierarchy, because if you just give resource group 1, resource group 2 like that, so over a time you are going to have many resources actually. So which resource is coming under which resource group or which environment, it's really difficult. So first service which we are creating onwards, try to follow some standards. So I am taking like client name as a EF1 and project name as your batch. So November 24 morning, and then environment. So it may be dev environment resource or a UAT or prod. So take a dev environment DEV and then resource group name RG I am just giving. So our resource group you can give like this or whatever you are comfortable. So I am just giving RG. So by seeing name itself, you can tell that, okay, this is under this project and this environment and this is the resource name. Okay. So try to follow this. Suppose if it is in UAT, you will simply change the UAT. Okay. As we discussed here, ADF will exist here and here. So what is UAT? What is dev ADF? What is UAT ADF? You can usually identify by seeing name itself. Okay. So see that now. Now the next one is region. As we discussed that this whatever you want to create, whatever you are doing, that is physically exists somewhere else actually instead of in your premises. So Amazon services, Amazon centers will exist in different places. You can see in all these places where you want to create this resource group. So that's what if you see in India, so we have three regions. So take any one which you want. So that's all actually. Tax part, it's early stage to discuss. Let it be time being. Then review plus create. This option you are going to have for every service what you are creating. So review means what details you have given in the previous tabs. All those things it is going to consider and then it is going to validate them. If it is okay, it will allow you to create. So click on create so that our resource group is going to create whatever you are going to create now onwards. Everything will exist under that particular resource group. So if you see evening 1 November, so till now we have created few resources. These are all. And database is also there. And if you take any other resource groups, for example, if you take earlier, I might delete it. But some of them, you see, these are all different resources we create under this group. Okay. So this is what I am telling this one. Resource group we created, right? Earlier resource group, if you see, these are all services under this resource group. Okay. So like this resource group, under that one by one resources we are going to create in upcoming days. Okay. So we just started creating the services today actually. So tomorrow one more service we will create, and that is very much essential whoever don't have personal laptop. Okay. So even today also I can discuss, but okay, how many of you, whoever is here, please raise your hand. How many of you unable to practice SQL Server in your own laptops. That means maybe you have company laptop, personal laptop not there. Come on. How many of you? You can tell or you can message. So it means everyone is comfortable in your practice, is it? Everyone have your own laptops. Me, two, three.
Hi Achyut.
Yeah.
I cannot practice in my laptop.
Okay, right. So, okay, move four are there. So it's good to discuss first of all creating SQL Server in the cloud. So, okay, right. Let us move further. Yeah. So, okay. So instead of discuss, of course, it is also part of SQL. Anyhow, we need to discuss maybe in the next week. So let us discuss now itself so that others also will get benefited. So what is the thing is, whoever don't have personal laptops or simply if you are unable to practice your SQL, please try to create the Azure account now itself. Once you created what I am saying now, please try to follow. And for others also, anyhow next week you have to do same thing. So you just ignore this, you just listen it, understand it for today. Next week you come back to this video and then you do the same steps in the cloud side. Okay. So anyhow, I will share the recording links and in each topic, in each video, what we discussed, I will list down in the recording sheet actually. So you can easily come to this particular video and then you can do your steps in the next week. So try to understand this is really matter for us. And in your real time also, regularly you have to, yeah, or regularly or whenever new project or any credentials, whenever they share, you have to do the same thing. So now try to understand. So we are going to take a SQL server. That may be Azure SQL Server or any on-prem SQL Server. So under one SQL Server, what you are going to have? So you, especially if you take Azure SQL Server, you have to log in into this SQL Server actually. So you can log in two ways actually. Okay. There are multiple ways, two ways we are discussing cloud side. So by using username and password, you can log into your SQL Server. Or by using, I discussed right, Entra ID. What is this Entra ID? Come on. Hmm? Yeah, whatever your credentials, Azure account credentials are there. By using that also you can log in into your account actually. That means SQL Server. So that is what two things. Now when you come to whoever is completely new to this particular databases or servers, listen carefully. Under one server actually you can create multiple databases. Very simple only. Okay. So you can create multiple databases. Okay. So database 1, so database 2, I can create multiple, database 3. Okay. So like this. So basing on your requirement, you are going to create multiple databases under one server. Then under one database, you may have some other thing. I will come to that. But broadly, if you see, you are going to have a tables which is holding the data. Then logical tables, that is nothing but views. And you may have any programming related. So some logic if you implemented, that is stored procedures, or you may have functions, okay, or you may have indexes, you may have many things are there. So under one table, under tables section, multiple tables you are going to have. So means what actually EMP table, DEPT table like that, sales table, products tables, or reviews table like that. You are going transaction tables, many tables will be there. So like that, many views will be there, many stored procedures will be there, many functions will be there. So this is what first of all the hierarchy. So anything in the database, you can call as object. So table as one object you can call, view as one object you can call, even database as one object you can call. So this is what, first of all, the structure. So now basing on this, we are going to create the services in the cloud actually. Just now we created resource group. Under that, we are going to create the services. So first of all, this is the basic thing. Now on top of this structure you should be clear. On top of this, what we need to create is SQL Server. First of all, you need to create. Okay. SQL Server we need to create. And then we need to create database we need to create. Okay. Then database after creation in the cloud side. Okay. You need to set firewall rules actually. So this is what you may not create these two in your real time, but this you have to do actually. Set firewall rules actually, we will try to understand. Then the fourth thing is try to connect. This step may not, whoever unable to practice in our personal laptops, this step not required, but you should know actually. In your real time, you have to do. So that's what actually connect with SSMS actually. SSMS tool in your real time in a company laptop. Anyhow, you are going to have SSMS. So whatever credentials they are providing your database Azure cloud, you have to connect through SSMS only. Okay. So these four steps let us try to complete. So this is the very much essential. You should have overall knowledge. Okay. Now, many things we will see in this direction. First of all, SQL Server we need to create. So let us try to open that. So come here. Now go to the home page. As we discussed, now we are going to create a SQL Server. So SQL Server. Okay. Or if you type SQL, you see SQL databases, SQL servers. Symbols are same, only difference is for servers you have a settings small icon at the bottom. So just differentiating. So take this SQL servers. So I have already one SQL server, and moreover, whoever is creating account now or whoever is going to definitely everyone should create account in next week. Very conscious in case of database regarding billing actually. Okay. I will tell you where to take care. Please follow the steps. Now you see, as I told you, resource group related, you have the same options. Now server related same options, and whatever already existing, it is listing down. Now we want to create a new SQL server. Click on this create. So it is ready. See now, basing on the service, the options are different. Earlier, when you are creating a resource group, basics, tags, and review plus create are there. Now something extra is there. Now if you come down, see the very first project details as we discussed. Under which subscription you are doing this, that you select. Under which resource group this service you are creating. So our resource group is there, right? So that is ours, is this one. On the fly also resource group you can create. So it's not a big deal. Okay. So that is one thing. What you want to give server name. So that's what you are going to provide here. So server name also, as we discussed earlier, follow the same hierarchy. So EFN, maybe your client name, and project name. For example, November 24 M. And then hello. Please mute everyone. And then see naming fund convention also what should be there he is telling. So and then environment dev, and then what is this SQL server. So Your server name can contain only lowercase letters, numbers, hyphens, and it cannot have more than, okay, I guess here underscore. Yeah. So now, and one more thing is, whatever you are giving the server name, that should be unique name. What does it mean? Unique means unique is not under your account. So this name should be unique throughout the Azure. Okay. So if you try to give any duplicate name, already existing name, it will not allow you actually. For example, SQL Server. So you see what it is saying, the specified server name is already in use. Somebody already taken. It's like a domain. Okay. So name should be unique and the extension is .database.windows.net. So that's all. Then where you want to deploy this particular resource. So region you try to select and then come down. So very important. So that's what done, basic thing. Come down actually, authentication. How you want to log in actually. So come here, that's what we discussed. So I want to log in either username password, SQL authentication you can call. This is SQL authentication. Okay. Or enter ID. So that's what you can see. You what way you want to log in, either by using enter ID. So that's what only that option. So always you are logging in by using this only, or by using SQL authentication, select this. If you select this, you have to create the username and password. So you see that. So it is asking what is admin login password. If you select between one, this one, both, anyone I can use. So that's what simple. So anyhow you have ID, my enter ID. So create a username and password. So whatever you want, you can give. This is what EFN admin password. I am giving this one. Okay. So yeah.
What is EFN admin? Server admin login?
Yeah, it's a name, user, like a username, admin login name.
Anyone we can give, right?
Anything you can give. That's what
Okay,
it's up to you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I told. It's a name, admin username only. So whatever you want, you can provide. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. So now you can see we created. So now we selected both the options. Anyone you can use it and you can log in. That's what. Then for this server, someone should be their admin, which is mandatory. So select. Of course, these steps you will not do definitely in your real time. So some admin team is going to take care of it. But still, if you see admin whom you want to make as admin, so definitely there will be a one person who is taking care of this. So in our case, you search with your mail ID or your account ID. So that is what this one. So this is I'm making as admin. So select that. So that's all. So that's all for the server. Remaining things, let it be. We no need to worry. Security, additional settings, tags, and then additional settings. Enable Microsoft Defender for SQL. So start free trial. So let it be this option. We will see later. And review plus create. So whatever details is given, that is fine. So it is enabled the create option. So click on create.
So in my case, I'm using my office laptop where I have installed Azure. So once I logged in, I need to create the server subscription, right? Is there
Okay.
any impact or
Sorry, come again. Initial part I missed.
so actually I'm using my company laptop.
Okay.
So I would like to create subscription and servers, right? So if I create any subscription, it will impact to anything.
No, it will not impact anything. Wow, impacting means what? In what way?
So others can, this is company laptop, right? It's not my personal. If I create the subscription, it will, they can see it, right?
No, no,
Others can see
no.
it.
If, until they know the credentials, they cannot see it.
Okay, then yeah. Actually, I can see the others one also, other subscriptions. That's what I'm thinking.
Other
If it
means,
is if it is company Azure ID, then they will be able to see, I
yeah.
think.
Company Azure ID means Azure ID is
No, your
my name
project.
only. Yeah.
So under same project, whoever is there, so all people can see all the resources. But if you
Okay.
are creating your own thing, then definitely, see, the thing is, in general, what will happen? So let it create, it is creating actually, let it create. In general, mostly what will happen, you are working for you are working under ABC company. So your company ID, you are going to have your name, @ mail ID, abc.com, some mail ID you have. And your client is someone else, XYZ. Okay. So your name, same, in general, mainly xyz.com. Okay. With this mail ID, of course, already the client is taken subscription in the already taken the account actually, Azure account. So under that account, Azure resources, they will create their own mail ID with your name, and then they will give the access to that particular account actually. Okay, mostly like this. If you, definitely all people are working for a client.
Correct.
Your company is different. So what thing is this, with this also you can create the account. That is one more important thing. Okay. I guess with this, you don't need to give credit card.
Yes.
You try this one. Okay.
Yes,
But the
already I
point,
tried that.
huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So you are seeing this one. That means somebody already created all resources. You are one of the human resource. So definitely everyone can able to see basing on the access permission. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Hi, Achad. Here it is something related to user roles and groups.
No. We are not discussing anything that part, but I am telling that, yeah, user roles means basing on your role, they will give the permission to the specific resources actually, accessing the resources. Okay. So if you are a data engineer, they will give access to Data Factory or Blob Storage or PySpark, Databricks. So for those resources, they will give the access. If you are a Power BI resource, so you may not have a access for the Power BI. Okay. So like that, access roles will be there definitely.
Okay, yeah, got it. Thank
So
you.
initially, when you are onboarding to that particular project, so people will take care of that actually, basing on your role. Okay.
Yes, yeah, got it. Thank you.
So it might be created definitely. So come here, we can see. Sometimes it will keep on browsing, but see it is already created. So that's what we discussed here. Step 1 is done. So let it be in the second step. What is the second step? Creating the database. That is very important. So now you search with the database, SQL database you are creating under one server. See, I want to create one database. Like that, multiple you can create if you require it. Okay. So click on SQL databases. I already have one database. You should be really conscious at this place only regarding billing, because we all are in practicing stage. So we should be very careful, because in earlier also many people come back, then they have billing like in 1 2 3 days, 10,000 20,000. For one student it is around 1,20,000 actually. For another students it's 87,000, like that billing will happen. But no worries at all, no panic at all. If you reach customer care, definitely they will waive it off. No worries at all. If you don't use it, if it is unnecessary billing, definitely they will identify that. Okay. But still, prevention is better than cure, right? So please take care. I will tell you what to do in that case. Come here. First of all, prevention we are discussing. So and creating a resource. Click on new database, create. So very important thing is people will definitely ask you in the initial stage of the project, if you get a chance like that, estimations related to the billing also. So resource wise billing you can estimate, you can give that actually. One is by using like this, you can tell pre-estimations basing on what configuration you are creating the database. Another one is by using Microsoft documentation actually. So you will find out that very easily. First of all, here billing it is showing. So just to observe, just to play with this by selecting different configurations at here actually. Okay. So maybe for you in your free trial, uh, two categories you see, vCore based and DTU based. Whatever that, no worries. For you, maybe here two options enabled, here two options enabled. So I forgot actually because mine is paid subscription. I got all of them, but in free, one option is going to disable. Okay. So we used to take actually even even in the real time also. Sometimes if you are using database just for maintenance purpose, so basic thing only you will take, or general purpose only you will take normal database. Okay. So whoever, yeah, go back. Yeah. See, see here there is a pink color background rectangular box. For you, because I already created a database under free service actually. For you, one more pink color rectangular box will be there above this actually, where it is telling that you can use the database freely. So enable that option. You no need to worry about the database part. I created another database, okay, whichever I shown you just now. I guess 6-7 months back itself. So you can see name, by seeing name, you can tell. So if you go to the databases. So this database, April 24G, that means in the April, I created this particular database, EFNDB, under this server. So that time onwards, my database billing is 0. If you miss this option, what you are going to see, because I already used it, right? So it is not showing to me actually. But for you, definitely one more rectangular pink color box will show you about this. Whoever doing next week also be conscious about this part. So select that so that your billing will be 0. Okay. So take care of it. That is very important. Now subscription and your resource group. So we are creating this resource under our resource group. Select that. So everywhere you can create few things on the fly also. See, resource group you can create on the fly. Now, database details you have to provide. So database name, what you want to give. So I want to give the database name EFNDB. So that's all. So your database name should be unique under this service only. It need not be throughout the Azure, but server name should be unique throughout the Azure. Okay. So yes, EFNDB. Then what is the server? Different servers are there. You see, 2 servers are there till now, which I created already earlier, which we created today. Okay. So whichever under which server you want to create this database, you can select, or you can create server also on the fly. See that, create new. So let us select same steps, even if you select this also. So want to use Elastic SQL pool. It's very simple discussion only. So we will understand in upcoming discussion, as name implies Elastic pool. Okay. So common resources, you can use it actually, let it be, and keep it development, everything as it is. And configuration wise, if you want to change, you can change it. And backup related, you can select whatever you want. So those things, it's fine. Come here somewhere, networking, security, in the additional settings you see here. While creating the database, instead of having, so you can see the three options, none. That means empty database is coming without any tables, views, stored procedures, nothing is coming. Actually, that is none. Backup, you might have already SQL Server earlier and you took that backup. Then if you want to bring that backup, that's database into this database, so you can have a provision here backup. And sample actually, let us select this. Very famous database, AdventureWorks LT is the database actually, where you are going to have some set of tables, stored procedures, mainly tables we are going to have. So if you want those tables in your database as a sample, actually, you can enable this. So click OK. So take this one, some tables will be there for our practice, some so that you can use here and there actually. So sample. So that's all actually. Come to the review, then click on create. Now you see, so you are able to see something, deployment is in progress. So exactly tell me what is happening in the background.
It's installing somewhere else.
Preparing the setups.
So how you installed the piece of software in your local laptop. So behalf of you, basing on the region and everything you told, it is also installing somewhere. So that's what happening in the background. Okay, so in the for whatever example we discussed, for example, for food preparation, you given catering, right? So instead of at your home, somewhere it should cook. So it's not completely logical, right? So somewhere your piece of software, that means what configuration you told, that is going to install. That's what deployment. Okay. So that is what database is going to create under that server and the location, whatever we told. So our resource is ready. So the moment you see like this, go to resource, and so resource is deployed successfully. You can go to that server, that resource actually. So this is what the home page of the, especially for any resource, you will have like this only, but options will change. But the very important thing is, sometimes people may ask the what is the credentials of a so-and-so database or so-and-so resource. So always come to that resource. You can see there is a overview option for everybody. And here essentials part, you try to take a screenshot and you send this screenshot to so-and-so person in your team. Okay. So that is because all the details you are going to have here. You see resource group name is what, server name is what, and other things, whatever you have. Okay. That is first thing. Then see here, one more option you are seeing after Fabric, see mirror databases in Microsoft Fabric. So the advantage here, as I told even in the demo also, if you take a Synapse, you no need to learn it separately actually. By learning database, by learning Data Factory, by learning Databricks PySpark, especially PySpark notebooks, okay? All those three, I will show you sometime also in the discussion. Maybe after 2-3 weeks, I will introduce you Synapse portal also. All those three in with the same environment ready-madely available. Only thing is portal wise, you just have a look. What options where exist, they exist, how you can interconnect them. That's all actually. By spending 2-3 hours or 2-3 days, if you spend few tasks, then Synapse will get familiar. And another thing is Microsoft Fabric. So Fabric is nowadays, it's a new service of the Azure actually. And in the future, it is going to dominate. So all solutions ready-madely available in the Fabric. That means all these services ready-madely available. You don't need to create database separately, data lake separately, or Data Factory separately, everything ready-madely available. So if possible, let me show you that. Okay. Okay, anyhow. So what I am trying to tell is Fabric, once you create the account, after 2-3 weeks, get familiar with the Azure. Try to create Fabric account also. Freely you can create it. And I guess 60 days free trial will be there. So have a look, get the portal familiarity, and then keep in your resume also. Okay. So here,
Fabric is nothing but SQL. You are saying that one, right? Or what else? I didn't get.
it's not. No, it's not SQL. Fabric is one of the service where in the Fabric you are going to have ready-madely available many solutions for many applications. Okay. So whatever you no need to understand what I am talking right now, but you see simply Power BI is inbuilt, database is inbuilt, data factory is inbuilt, data engineering related, data science related, all these are ready-madely available. So you can see that. So see, these are all ready-madely available. You no need to create them separately. That's what I am telling. And you no need to manage all these things in different places. Okay. At one place, many things are available. Once you get familiar with Azure portal, data factory, database, that means at least you spend after 1 week or 10 days. Just spend time with Fabric also. Try to do same thing in Fabric. Try to do experiments. Nothing will happen. And it's a free trial only. Okay. Understand? And what database you are creating now here, that I can connect it to the Fabric also. That's what it is telling here. Even here you see. So I seen this word here. I just want to make you aware in future. This is one of the very frequently used, going to become very frequently used resource in Azure projects actually. Okay. Now come back to our discussion. See here, there is a query editor. This is where whoever want to practice SQL, you can practice in online actually. So come to the query editor. See, this is what we have done actually. I can log into this database in 2 ways, anyone. So authentication or this one. So just try to log in with your ID actually. So I'm clicking on this, some error it is throwing. Or here also, you try to give username and password. So password I'm giving. It is showing same error. You can see in both the places. So very simple that once you create the account, once you create the database, it will not allow you directly. Connection was denied since any public network access is set to yes. So you are unable to log into this because of one option is disabled. Come there. Go to the database, what you created, refresh. This is what the database we created. Come here. This is what you also have to take care. See, this is our database, right? You are in query editor part in this window, and in this tab, you are in the overview. See here, there is an option called set server firewall. This is very important for us, for anybody. Actually, click on this. See, public network access is disabled. So if you want to access through public networks, enable this. Now, whatever you enabled, click on save.
In real-time scenario, there are two kind of networks, right? One is a public and another is private. So public is like when we have to connect our company resource over the internet to some other public
So there will be
resource.
another options actually. This is not the only way. So first of
No,
all,
no, what my question is like in real-time project,
how are we doing? Like we have 5 to 6 developers. So here, are you suggesting we should come in selected network and we should add all those 6 IPs here so that all those 6 developer would get SQL connections to this SQL server?
Yeah, that's what first of all. And then you have a private access also completely. Okay. Or you are going to connect through this, what is that? I'm not getting that name. So completely securely you will go through your company related things. Okay. So private access also is possible here. So you can make that.
Those things are our responsibility or is there any?
No, no, no. We are not responsible for this. We will get the credentials. We will try to log in. And if you try to log in, if it is normal way they set up, then you have to set your firewall rule here. That's what our discussion next. Okay. Let me
So private access.
wait. Let me complete first. Okay.
Mhm.
Definitely we will discuss. Okay. Yeah. So this is now you see, if you try to log in, it will throw another error. See, it's not the same. Now the thing is, you are trying to log in from this IP address. Okay. So this IP address should exist in the firewall rules actually. So it is like whoever is completely new, just try to understand here. Here if you see. So actually this is your laptop. Okay. And this is the server which is exist in the cloud. Okay, which is exist in the cloud. So from your laptop, you are trying to log in with your username, password or Microsoft Entra ID. Okay, whatever that you are trying to log in. So though you are providing credentials correctly, it will not allow you actually. So user wise it is fine, but your device also should be authenticate. That means your device is uniquely identifying with some IP address. That IP address should be there in the firewall rules. So not just by telling you are a proper correct user, by telling your username password, it is also from where that request is coming, that device IP address should be already configured in the server firewall rules actually. So when both are set up, then only it will allow you. So that's what when you try to log in from your SSMS window, so username password, though you provided correctly, it will throw still error like a IP address related. So exactly same error it will throw you even from the SSMS also. So just capture that IP address. So take that IP address, or because you are already in the Azure service, you can just click on this. It will add this rule automatically here in the firewall rules. I am showing you every step manually so that automatic things, nothing is there. So take this IP address wherever, even from the SSMS window, and then add this firewall rule. Same IP address you can see. So give the name whatever you want. Okay. So these IP addresses actually, you can give the range of IP addresses also. So range means between, suppose here 150 to 153. So this is IP4 actually. So one of my Udemy course who is 6 hours course actually only on IP4. Okay. So if you want, we will provide that coupon. You can watch it. So this range, between this range, if any request is came with these IP addresses, it will allow you. Because we have only one IP address, we are just giving same from starting and ending is same. Click OK and then save it. And here one more option is there. Let us get some problem somewhere. Then at that time come back here and then enable. So that what to do at which situation you are going to have a clarity. Now if you see, click on continue. So it will try to log in. See, this is what the place where people are going to practice. So you can see the tables like in SSMS, you can create a new query, new window. So query 1, query 2. So here you can write some queries, you can differentiate. And if you see the table section, see these are all the tables, Adventure LT database, as a sample we selected. So these are all the tables and different views and different stored procedures from the database we have it actually. So here you can write down your queries select star from. So if you take customer table and then run this. So data from that table. So exactly like is an SSMS. So whoever need EMP table script, few people are asking. See, just search in the Google EMP table script in SQL Server. SQL Server only you take. Then take anything. So take this particular one only. You have the exactly EMP table what we are discussing. So just from create table script onwards, you copy this. Not only this, come down up to here. You try to copy. So this part. Copy. Paste it here. Okay. So this is table creation script. And then this is the data insertion script. So that you are going to have. So right now you don't have EMP table. You can see. So run this entire script. Then you can, if you refresh, you can find out that EMP table. Okay, see the EMP table. Okay, so that is the first thing. So people whoever want EMP table get like this, or you can ping me. I will share this script. Okay, then you can start your practice here in this window. You have to do. But in real time, another step is you are definitely this is not comfortable place for development for queries or anything. So SSMS is the best for practicing or anything. So how you will connect to SSMS, this Azure SQL Server. So it is very simple, straightforward, nothing is there. So let me share the SSMS window. Just 1 minute. So meanwhile, see, don't miss the tomorrow's class. Okay. Yeah. So don't miss the tomorrow's class. So we are going to see very, very important concept, that is aggregate functions. So without this, grouping is not possible. And without this, there is no data engineering task or any data related task. So very frequently you will use in your real time. So very meaningfully we will try to understand and especially group by class really matter. So logically this is really very, very important. You should understand. Then irrespective of number of records, you may have lakhs or millions of records in your table. We'll never bother. We will write very comfortably the queries by using group by. So we will try to understand this from scratch. So don't miss the class. Okay. Now, I guess that will take tomorrow entire day. Tomorrow 1 hour it will take minimum. So come here now. See, this is what our SQL server, right? So you are trying to log in from here, SSMS. Come to the portal. Here, if you come to the overview. So our SQL server name here you have copy this. So that's why it is unique actually. You can log in from anywhere. So from SQL server in the server name place, you try to paste that name, whatever you copied. Then you can see here in this authentication related, there are multiple ways you can log in. Windows authentication. So by using your laptop username password, SQL authentication, what we created, Microsoft Entra password, this one, fourth one. And in your company, mostly will use MFA actually. What is MFA full form?
Multi-factor
Multi-factor
authentication.
authentication.
Multi-factor authentication. Very simple. If you are trying to log into your banking online, username, password, and then you are getting OTP. So username, password is just not enough. OTP also. Same thing, your company is going to register your mobile number in their portal so that every time when you try to log in from SSMS window or wherever, it will send the OTP actually to your mobile. So that OTP, then you will log in. So maybe this you will use frequently. Now you can log in by using SQL authentication or Entra ID password. Okay. Let us take SQL Server authentication. So username, password, it is asking. EFN admin we given and password, this one we given. Okay. So remember this password. Just try to connect. So you can see databases, EFNDB, what you created there, you are able to see it here. Okay. And then table section, if you see.
Thank you.
So these are all the different tables what we have there. So what you are doing here, that will reflect obviously in the Cloud SQL Server actually. Okay. So here, for example, take this DEPT script, copy, and from SSMS, we are trying to create this table. So execute this. So definitely, first of all, it will reflect there. So refresh. Okay, okay. So be careful whenever you are trying to create, it's not created first of all. Because multiple databases possible under one SQL server, right? So this particular window connected to which database, take care of it. Okay. So now this is executing under this database. So execute. So it is created. Come here. Refresh. So DEPT, or you can see directly here also. Here that table should come. So of course it will come. So DEPT. Please mute. Please mute. Yeah. So that is what overallly SQL Server creation. First of all, whoever don't have unable to practice, whatever be the reason, try to create the Azure account, practice in the cloud. Anyhow, all these steps others also have to do in the next week. Okay. So that's why it will useful for everyone. That's all SQL Server creation. Tomorrow we are going to see group by class and aggregate functions exclusively. Very, very, very important. Yeah, if
One
you
question.
have, feel
Yeah.
free to ask. Yeah.
Okay. We have seen like we can create SQL database, SQL Server. So in real time scenario, how are we replicating the same things to higher environment? Let's say we are creating this for a dev environment. We can use a mouse. We can just go and clicking the different settings. But let's say in the higher environment, if you don't have this provision to do all these things, so how in general, what is the best practice like? We should be
Okay,
creating
first of
some
all,
scripts.
what we are doing, I will tell you. So this SQL, this resource creation things, definitely it is not in our scope actually. Okay. So once in the initial stages of the project, we will decide that what resources are required from the Azure side, what configuration is required. Okay. So then we will submit to the corresponding admin people. So in the company, definitely whoever is taking care of all these things, one specialist definitely will be there. So that expert, basing on our requirement, he is going to create them. He is going to provide the access or everything he under his control actually. Okay. So
Okay,
in our
so
company, whatever we did till now, more than 10 projects, for all of them, first we will analyze the resources wise what required. We will submit the report. Then along with them, we will work actually, but everything in their control only.
okay, you mean to say we
No
don't
need
need
to
to
bother.
create
We
scripts
no need
for
to
each and
bother.
everything?
Creation wise, we no need to bother.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. It's
So
just
the
like Word
connection
document if we
wise.
get, we
Sorry?
should be able to create.
Huh?
I mean, you are saying like if the details are there, somebody from infra team can create for
Definitely
us.
for the company, someone definitely will be there who is taking care of resource management. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. So because they are expert admin side everything, so they will take care roles assignment or resources creation side. So but whatever first two steps that definitely we are not going to do. Then third and fourth step. So you have to connect, you have to manage the firewall related, or they will take care of some things. So at least you have to connect. That's what fourth step we have to do. Okay.
I have one more question. In SQL Server, like I'm not expert in Azure, but what I have seen is like in SQL Server, we can always right click and we can always see the execution log and we can always see,
Yeah.
different errors and all. So here also we have
Yeah, see,
activity log. So
except it is a Azure SQL Server. Now onwards, you are doing in SSMS means it's same like what you did earlier. So if you are familiar, so execution log, you see here, this is what I guess your estimation execution plan or everything you are able to see here. Okay. Okay.
okay. Mm-hmm.
So if you are familiar earlier with SSMS, same thing even here also.
Okay.
Only thing is, instead of in your on-premise or instead of in your laptop, it exists in cloud.
Okay, and like we have created those IPs and all and firewalls. So in this case, if someone outside of our organization is trying to access this server, so are we logging this kind of unauthorized access kind of messages
No, that's
anywhere?
why you will never enter in that two area actually. The roles and responsibilities, access permissions is going to take care. So if you just
Okay.
click there, definitely it will trigger. It will it will make a entry actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
So we
and
see it
let's.
sometimes actually with enthusiastically, if you see any other resources, if you click on them, so definitely it will be triggered in the same day. People will come back why you clicked on that, why you opened that. Okay. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I already created Azure account and my account is uh, pay as you go account. So I
Okay.
create one resource group and under the resource group I have a SQL Server. Should I delete that resource group if I want to create another
Resource group wise, you no need to bother. You can see how many resource groups I have. Okay. So you no need to bother resource group wise. So I have a lot of resource groups or many resources left over. I didn't delete it. Even data
Okay.
factories also. Database, you please take care of it. Databricks in future. I will actually in the day one onwards, if any resource I am creating, I will guide you how much we should be conscious. Okay. For example, storage accounts, we no need to bother much. We are using very less. So billing is also very nominal. Let me show you my billing. And another thing is to your question, you see how many resource groups I have.
That one, the SQL Server with one resource group will not conflict with another resource group,
No
right?
problem at all. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
So billing wise also people no worries at all if you adopt the pay as you go. If you are really conscious, if you take caring of it every day, you can manage your billing with very okay. So this is what next week I will introduce you this billing tab. Okay. So every day it's your duty to come back. Just spend 2-3 minutes. How the billing is happening, resource wise, how much billing is happening. Have a look. that itself will teach you how to manage your billing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Any other doubts? Meanwhile, it open.
The recording, how we'll get access to this?
So since yeah, actually, so today is the final free demo, free class, free demo, free demo. In general, we used to provide the recordings in a recording sheet after batch is finalized actually. But today recording you always can find in the YouTube channel, and I will share you also, not at all a problem. Okay. So here, if you come to the YouTube, within after class completion, within 30 minutes, I will upload this recording, whatever we did today. So in this channel, you can find out the day 3 video actually. So day 2 like this, maybe within 30 minutes, you can find the day 3 video also. That is one way. Anyhow, you will be, you will get it in WhatsApp and email. Okay. And regular classes, once regular batch is finalized, these are regular classes only. But once batch is finalized, your recordings will be available in one recording sheet. So I will give the access to this sheet actually, so that every day what we are discussing, those details you can find here. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Will we learn big data also?
Which one?
Big data.
We are not specifically concentrating on that data engineering task we are doing, but in that process, aggregation related or data analytics related part also we are seeing actually. But this is not targeting that particular part.
Okay.
We no need to learn it. Whatever we are teaching, that will automatically handle.
Okay, we are teaching end-to-end Azure only. Am I right, sir?
Yeah, end-to-end data engineering in the Azure cloud.
PySpark using
Yeah,
Databricks.
PySpark we are going to see. PySpark, that's what I told. By default, it will handle that data also.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, PySpark is the main thing in our training because data processing.
Okay.
Data processing we are handling with PySpark Databricks only. Okay.
Yeah. Regarding the payments, do we need to make it in a one shot or?
Yeah, please call me personally. We will discuss that. Okay. Because one shot only, mostly we will allow. Yeah, call back. We will discuss.
Yeah.
And hope everyone aware that you might gone through the Udemy, you might gone through the YouTube channel. There are a lot of content is there to assess how we are teaching. Okay. And you might attended all 3 classes and demo. So basing on that, you can take the decision and please complete today your enrollment. So tomorrow onwards, classes are completely private. Okay. Yeah, and if you have any doubts, whether you enroll or not, always you are welcome to ask. And definitely if I know, we will discuss. Okay. So thank you all. Have a nice day. All the best for your bright future. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.